Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I'm going to be trying out a bunch of new makeup products, and there's a few things here that I've held off from trying because I have a sense I may not like them, but we're going to find out if I judged them incorrectly. So before we get into it, I would love for you to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Starting with one of the products I was suspicious of. This is the MAC Studio Fix Everywear All Over Face Pen. At first I was feeling really excited about it, but as I was feeling the texture right when I received it, I noticed that the colors oxidized quite a bit once they dried down on the back of my hand. There was like a drastic difference. So I'm going to see how that works out when it's actually applied to my face. This is cool packaging. It's giving me essences of the Milk Makeup Sunshine Skin Tint. It comes in this type of packaging. You twist the end to unlock it, and then you push the end to dispense some product. They sent me 3 colors, so let me see if there's a good shade match for me. And I also wanted to see how these dried down on my face before applying it and committing to one color. So the first one here is NW25, and this is NC25, and this last one is NC35. I would say that the NC25 is the way to go. You can see it very clearly here. So this is where it dried down more, and I had kind of like a foundation bubble, and I just spread it out a little more, and it looks like these are 2 completely different shades. So you can see it oxidizes a ton. I do like the packaging. It sounds like a spy tool or something. I feel very nifty when I'm squirting it out. I like it. The only concern I have for this is the oxidization. And I'm blending this out with the MAC 171S brush, which actually came out with this foundation. And this is a 2-in-1 product. You can use it as a concealer or a foundation. So I'm just going to press it under my eye as my concealer for today as well. So far, it's looking really pretty against my skin. It has a hefty amount of coverage, but it feels really nice and thin and not drying or cakey like. But let's see how it settles because I don't want to speak too soon. I don't want to jinx it or anything. I let the foundation rest for a few minutes now, and it's actually looking pretty nice. I wasn't expecting this result. I thought I was going to turn into an orange, but it didn't oxidize that much. I will say it's a little bit texture enhancing. It's a little matte in some areas, like around my chin right here and some parts around my nose, but it has like a soft matte finish for sure. It's very comfortable. It has quite a bit of coverage, but just finding your right shade might be a little difficult with this one. I feel like it's going to provide us with a good base for today. I was fully expecting to wipe it off and go in with something else. So already it's looking up. And it's surprisingly not setting into my lines right here, which most concealers automatically just settle a little bit, but it's pretty minimal. So their crease-proof claims are pretty accurate. So now let's go in with their new Studio Fix Pro Set and Blur Weightless Loose Powder. I have 2 shades. I have their translucent and their light one. Let's go in with translucent. Actually, I'm gonna give both a try. And it's kind of fun. It comes with a powder puff. I wish the poof had a pointy end so you can get more accuracy under your eye. Ooh, it feels very, very, very fine. It feels a lot like the Pat McGrath under eye powder, just in loose form. Like it's super, super, super fine and soft. Wow. I kind of see I want to see how it applies with my Huda Beauty powder puff just under my eye here. Whoa, that is so soft. It feels like I'm not touching anything. Odd. But I pressed too hard and I think it removes some of my foundation there, but that's okay, that's okay. I just cracked open the shade Light, and I'm going to put this on my forehead. This powder puff feels really, really nice. Whoa, that is extremely blurring and mattifying. Oh, it feels a little tightening, but look at this harsh line right here. Wow. Let's see what it does right in here where I have bigger pores. Wow, that is so blurring and mattifying. And I did say that it was a little bit tightening, but not to the extent of others. Like it doesn't feel that bad. Immediately, I'm very, very impressed, and I can't believe how soft it feels on my skin. It's so fine. Like one of the finest powders I've ever felt. I picked this up a little while ago. I've given it a shot once, but not on camera. This is the Milani Liquid Contour in the shade 01 Honey. It's fun. It has kind of like a similar packaging to the Charlotte Tilbury wand, but it's so much smaller. And I like that because I feel like I get right in there. Ooh, I wanted to ask you guys, do you like when I mix up drugstore and higher end products like today? Or do you like when I do separate videos, like just higher end or just drugstore? Or do you like a mix of both? I like this tone compared to the Charlotte Tilbury one. I feel like the Charlotte Tilbury one can look a little dark or red on me. So here's Charlotte Tilbury and here's Milani. Vast difference. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Glow Liquid Highlighter. And I have the shade Glow, I think. I feel like it will apply best with a finger. Or maybe even a sponge. Let's try a sponge on the other side because I feel like my finger kind of warmed that area up again and kind of removed some foundation. Let's see. Way better with a sponge. Way, 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 way better. That is really, really nice. It's kind of giving me essences of the Rare Beauty liquid highlighter, but just a bit sheerer. I like how see-through the base is. It's almost like a serum. I like that quite a bit. This is another product I was hesitant about. These are the new Iconic Linden Kissed by the Sun Multi-Use Cheek Glow. It looks like you can use them as blushes or as bronzers. There's a ton of different colors. This one looks really, really pretty and bronzy, but you can probably sense why I feel a little hesitant. They look pretty glittery and shimmery, but I wonder if they're going to just like kind of melt in, and I wonder if the pearl can be like polished and blended out, you know? So we'll see about that. I'll give a couple shades a swatch. I'm tempted to just leave one completely untouched because it has a really satisfying overlay on it. Look how pretty they look. See, and then it's ruined. Just kidding. Ooh, I think that's the shade I want to go in with. It looks super bronzy and nice. That's the color, So Cheeky. This one, this pinky one here, kind of reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury blush wand. It's the shade Playtime. They feel really nice, kind of like a cream to powder formula. That's the shade Date Night. That bottom one is Oh Honey. Ooh, that peach one is really pretty. It's the shade Hot Stuff. Wow. I'm going to apply it with this BK Beauty 107 brush. And again, I'm using the shade So Cheeky. Not absurdly pigmented, pretty easy to blend. The product on my nose is getting weird. Like I think the foundation dried weird on my nose and now maybe I just have a dry spot right here. Could be, but things are just layering weird on my nose lately. Disregard that whole area. Pretend I don't have one. I feel as though my intuition might have been right about these blushes. Gorgeous base colors. I just wish the pearl was much finer and not as prevalent, because that is a highlighter. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if these came out in 2015, I would be all about them. Like I could not get enough of like this highlightery glow, but I feel like this just looks so makeup-y and texture enhancing. Sorry, I have a cat hair attacking my nose. I just feel like this isn't the most flattering, you know? What do you guys think? I feel like it just brought up a lot of texture that I just didn't need to have brought up. I feel like these missed the mark for me. I feel like my texture is just out there to party. So I'm going to try to settle it down with a little bit of setting spray and another layer of this powder just in the center. Let's see. And I'm using the tinted powder, the shade Light. I think that helped quite a bit, but my skin is not looking the best it's ever been. But now I'm just going to quickly fill in my brows and prime my eyelids, so please enjoy the brow intermission. I'm very excited about these eyeshadow palettes. I think they look so pretty and summery. These are the new Nars palettes. So one is Laguna Sunset, and these are 4 beautiful shimmers, and I've swatched them already. I was just like getting a feel for the texture, and they remind me a lot of the Charlotte Tilbury Pop Shot eyeshadows. These little cutie ones. They remind me a lot of them, but just a little bit of a smoother consistency. So there's Laguna Sunset, and this is Laguna, which is a really pretty bronzy eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to mix the two here today. So here are both quads swatched. So this is Laguna and Laguna Sunset. I'm going to start off with Laguna, and I'm going to use that matte shade. There's only one in this palette, and I'm using that as my crease color. And it looks like the kind of crease color I like. Kind of like a soft contoury shade. Ooh, fairly pigmented. Let's go for something bronzy and summery and very glimmery and gilded. Let's see if I can do that. Oh, I kind of like that depth that's building right here. I'm going to add another layer to exaggerate that. Now I'm going to take a denser brush, perhaps this. This is a BK Beauty 207, and I'm going to jump to this palette and use this dark brown shimmer. And I'm starting to press that on my outer corner, and the reason I'm pressing it is because it's a shimmer and I don't want to kind of scatter those glitters all over my face. So by pressing it, you're kind of smooshing it into that eye primer. I'm kind of eyeing one of these satiny shades now. I think I'm going to go for the lighter option, this shade in the Laguna. And then I might layer one of the more chunky glittery ones on top. Or a few, maybe 4. I'm taking my setting spray and I'm dampening a brush because I'm going to be layering one of the glittery shades. I feel like it's going to need something to help it grab onto my lid. And let's go for the lightest shade right here. That is so pretty. And I'm going to mix in a little bit of this one too. Now I'm just gonna focus on the lower. I'm going to take that dark brown shimmer shade first because I feel like it's looking disconnected. And because I'm not liking the way that's looking, I'm going to take some of my MAC setting powder with a clean-ish brush, and I'm going to sweep that along the crease to hopefully help blend that and mask that out. God, my texture. I just do not like how this part of my skin is looking. Maybe I don't like how that highlighter ended up looking on me, or maybe it's the blush. I don't know. My base is not the strongest today. So now I'm going to curl my lashes, and we're going to try out the brown YSL Lash Clash mascara. I've been putting this off for weeks because I did not like the black one, but this is such a pretty brown mascara. Like, it actually looks like a softer brown instead of like a brown black. I wasn't planning on filming today. I have been really good about not working on weekends, but there has been so many fires in Alberta right now, and it's really stressing me out, and it's been really sad. So I feel like I just needed to have a little me time, a little escape with makeup, and just try to chill. Also, I watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 the other day. Possibly one of the best movies I've ever watched. It was an emotional roller coaster. I do not recommend you going on your period because you will be crying. You'll be crying off your period too, but like, you know. It was so good. This is a really pretty mascara shade, and I think it will suit this eye look really nicely. It's just gonna look so pretty and soft. Oh, and it's making my eye color look really, really nice too. I love it. What I hate though is how heavy this mascara formula is. It feels like it just removed all my curling I did, you know? Like, where's the lashes? I worked so hard to pump them up. But here's a good look at the finished eye look. You guys, I'm so freaking pissed. I was going to go in with this Victoria Beckham lip stain, and my freaking doe foot fell out. Now I have this stupid stick. Victoria, why you do this to me? I have 2 shades, so I'm going to wipe off this doe foot from the shade Bisou. This is Bisou, nice brown. And I'm going to dip it into Chérie so we can see what it looks like. So cute, right? So pretty. Nars also came out with a lip balm in this collection. It's the shade Laguna. It's the Afterglow lip balm. And it kind of has like a sheen to it. It's nothing that special, I will be honest. Let's see. I don't know. It's kind of just mid. Okay, I've been figuring out what I wanted to do with the lips, but here's what the Victoria Beckham stains look like. They're really, really pretty. But I'm going to use one of these. I forgot I got them. I got these Friday. These are the Nabla Beyond Jelly Sheer Supple Lipsticks. I got all the shades, and I think I'm going to use the shade Sublime, which is the one I have swatched right here. Let me know if you'd like to see like a swatching Reels short / TikTok swatching all of these, because I will happily do that for you all. But I'm going to first line my lips using the Pat McGrath Labs lip liner in the shade Supernatural. Ooh, I think this lip liner is getting a little old. It's very, very dry. And now I'm going to go in with the shade Sublime. Supple is such a good word for this. It does feel so nice when you rub your lips together. I wish they were a little bit more glossy maybe, but great pigmentation, feels really nice. You know what? These actually remind me so much of the Glossier Ultra Lips. This is the Ultra Lip from Glossier in Villa, and this is Sublime from Nabla. So you can see, very similar. I just feel like this is more glazed. And here is the finished look. I have to say, I'm feeling really good about myself right now. I haven't done like a dramatic bronzy look in a while, and oh my goodness, it feels so good. I don't like what my skin looks like up close, but from afar, I think my makeup looks great. So I separated the products into 3 little categories here. So my nose, my maybes, and my yeses. So let's start off with the nose so we can end on a positive note. My first no is the iconic London multi-use cheek glows. They're just too texture enhancing, they're too highlightery, they're too chunky looking. The colors are absolutely gorgeous. So that's why I'm feeling sad about that. Like I really wanted them to work because they have really beautiful summery tones. Once I applied that, I feel like my skin went downhill. My other no is actually this highlighter because it dried down right here and it's looking not good. I don't know if that's because of the blush that's layered on top. I'm going to go through a few more trials with this, but just basing it off of today, not very good. Now let's move into my maybes. I'm feeling very 50-50 on this mascara. Love the color, I just don't know if I love the formula, and I feel like the wand is just really, really big to work with. I feel like smaller wands would work for a majority of people. It's hard to navigate and get all your lashes, and I feel like this formula is a little bit heavy. It just removes all of the curl in my lashes. Maybe I just need to give it time to kind of thicken up, and maybe it will be better then, but right now it's just a maybe. Same goes for the MAC Studio Fix Everywhere All Over Face Pen. I feel like it can be a little finicky. I'm gonna have to go through a few more trials with this as well. I feel like it offered a pretty solid base for products to layer on top of. I just feel like if you have dry skin, this may not be the product for you because it accentuated my texture and my dryness in some areas, but we'll see. I like the clicker pen. It feels like a spy tool. For the powder, it's also maybe because it's ultra blurring, very softening. I'll see how it layers on top of other products I know I already love. Maybe it was feeling pretty drying over top of this product here. Who knows? And then my yeses go for the eyeshadow palettes. I think these were really, really fun and easy to work with, and they're very summery. I like the colors they chose for the outer packaging. I've been really enticed by them. I'm not one to love Nars eyeshadow palettes, but I think these are going to be my firsts, and I see myself carrying Laguna often in my makeup bag. Another yes is the Nabla Beyond Jelly Sheer Supple Lipsticks. I think these are going to be really nice, and the shade range looks really cute too. They have some nice cool tones, which I feel like we don't see much of, especially for these types of lip products. Yeah, I don't know, they feel really, really nice. Great pigmentation, very even, very comfortable. Can't say anything bad really. And my last yes is this one. Although this is not a new product to the industry at all, I think this is just a really solid, fun product to use. I like how small the sponge tip applicator is. It was really fun to feel out where exactly my cheekbone was. You can really contour properly, and the formula was nice and easy to build and blend. It does dry down a little fast, but if you just apply it in one area and blend it out at a time, I think you'll be golden with a golden tan. But there we have it. Those are my first impression thoughts on all of the new things I tried out today. If you've tried any of these things, let me know how you feel in the comments down below. But that's going to be it from me. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I will also make sure to link all of these things in the description down below, so feel free to check that out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.